guys, it's Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering y'all's deep questions for me and I'm extremely nervous. In Q&As in the past, I kind of just picked questions that were pretty easy and are not very in-depth and very deep, but today I'm going to answer guys' deep questions. I asked you guys this morning on my Instagram story about some deep questions you guys want me to answer, and I'm here to do it right now. So let's get right into this video. I love you guys so much, and let's do it. Okay, y'all, here we go. What do you dislike about yourself? Not that you should, you're amazing. Thank you so much. You are too. I think that sometimes I can be too nice to people. I think that what I mean by that is in many situations I always want to be the better person and I always want to be nice and, you know, have everybody feel good and loved. And I think sometimes people can take advantage of me for that. I think I get put in situations sometimes where I always try to be the best person when they're being mean to me, when I should really be sticking up for myself instead of them walk all over me. So I think that is one thing that I feel like I've been trying to work on and trying to tell myself that I have to stick up for myself. Not that I don't, but in situations where I want to be the better person, sometimes you just have to stick up for yourself. But you should also be a good person. So it's kind of like hard. Anyways, next question. Ever have anxiety? Yeah, I don't have anxiety constantly, but I do tend to have anxiety occasionally when I'm overly stressed or when something's bothering me. I do feel like I have anxiety, but I don't have anxiety like all the time. Like I know a lot of people have anxiety like every day. I do not. I feel like when it's certain situations where I'm stressed or overwhelmed where I might have anxiety, but I do not have that every day. What makes you cry? Movies make me cry. Typically dog movies, romance movies. Yeah, usually romance and dog movies make me cry. Also death, sickness, I don't know, like kind of a mix of everything. I feel like I'm sometimes a crybaby. Like if my parents cry or if my family cries or any of my friends cry, like I feel like I'm gonna start crying. Like I get that like weird like tingle in my throat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when you're about to cry and you're like trying to hold it in and it like tingles there. Like I get that when my friends and family cry. I don't know. I'm just like kind of a sentimental person, I guess you could say. So a lot of things make me cry. Favorite song? Love Someone by Lucas Graham. I literally am obsessed with that song. I was just listening to it before I filmed this video. I really adore that song and I think I'm gonna cover it today. Do you write songs? Yes guys, I'm coming out with a lot of songs. You guys are not even gonna believe how much is coming your way. I'm so blessed and excited for all this. I've been writing almost every day. I'm sitting at my piano right now actually. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm like pulling the piano right now. My piano's right here. Do you have any regrets? So I try to live my life with like no regrets, but at the same time, like I'm always gonna have like something I said or something I did or the way I treated someone or, you know what I mean? Like we're always gonna have like regrets in life. I think that's, you know, just the way life is, but I try to live my life with no regrets, but at the same time, I do have regrets of like past things, you know? I mean, I think everybody does. I mean, nobody's perfect, so. Bible verse that speaks most to you. Oh, this is really great. I actually have a journal that I write in every single night before I go to bed, almost every single night. And I write Bible verses in about whatever I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling like really happy, I'll write Bible verses about happiness. Or if I feel like I'm kind of losing strength or I'm losing confidence in myself, I write about that. Or if I'm, you know, I don't know, if I'm like a hopeless romantic one night, I'll write about love. Like, I don't even know. I'll get my journal right now, and then I'll show you guys and read a Bible verse. So I have just pages and pages of Bible verses that I write each night. So one of my favorites is Psalm 46:5, and that is, God is within her, she will not fall. I love that one. Let's see. Here's another one, 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity. I love that one a lot. Don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything. I used to have a lot of worries. I still do, but it was a lot worse when I was younger. So that one I really lived by, and I still do. It's Philippians 4:6. Don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything. I absolutely adore that. So if you guys are ever interested in this Bible journal, or how I kind of came up with the idea to do it, or my formulations for it, or what my plans for it, or whatever, I probably could do a video if you guys are interested in that. But let's move on to the next question. Do you ever swear, and have you ever swore? So I choose to not swear, but that's my personal preference. I don't judge anybody who does swear. I mean, like, I get asked a lot, like, do you judge people who swear? And I'm like, absolutely not. And if you swear around me, like, a lot of people will be like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no, like, you can do whatever you want. I just choose to not use that in my language, but I don't judge you if you do. So yeah, I just have to clear that up, because so many people always are like, I'm so sorry, Jenna, like, I didn't mean to. And I'm like, no, I don't care. I just don't choose to do it myself. And have you ever swore? I've had to swear for auditions before. No, I've had to swear for auditions before, but I don't do it in my normal day-to-day life. Do you ever have stress? Of course, I'm human. Of course, I get stressed. I'm like any other teenager, any other human. I do have stress. It's just a part of life. What is the worst thing about being in the spotlight so young? There's pros and cons. I mean, I'm so blessed to have y'all with me on this journey. In my career, it's crazy. I think the hardest thing probably is negativity. People turning your words into something they're not. And I think you're always gonna have to be careful. I think you have to always be careful of what you say and what you do on social media, because it can be translated into something that it was not meant to be translated into, or it could be something extremely wrong that you did and now it's shared to millions or hundreds of thousands of people who are now judging you. And yeah, so I think that's the hardest thing, is that things can get twisted, but also you can get a lot of negativity. But I mean, guys, you have to choose what you want to put out there on social media. And I think even the biggest of artists have to do that as well, and even the smallest of influencers have to do that as well. Like, you have to choose what you want to put out there. And even you guys who maybe not are in the social media realm, you have to choose what you put out there. I mean, colleges look at everything. Like, it's just like also your image. So you just kind of have to choose what you put out there, and that's the same with all of us influencers too. So I mean, there's definitely pros and cons, but there's way more pros than there is cons in my opinion. Who is your boy best friend? So I've had a boy best friend since I was 7. His name's Gavin. He is like a brother to me. I've literally known his family like growing up, and like his siblings and stuff. I've known them since like they came to the earth. So yeah, his name's Gavin. He's awesome. I talk to him like almost every day. He's really cool. So yeah, but he's just a brother to me, guys. Like nothing more like romance, whatever, because some people like make that assumption all the time, and I'm just like, no, he's like a brother to me, like literally like a brother. Have you ever had feelings for someone you worked with? No, I've never had feelings for someone I've worked with. That would have been like really awkward if I did. That'd have been like kind of weird. Have you ever had guesses if someone is a real friend to you? Oh my gosh, of course. I think everybody does. I think for me, I always like try to come up with like signs when somebody does something to me, like a friend, and I'm like, whoa, that was shady, like that's a warning sign to me. And to me, if there's more than one warning sign, I try to push back a little bit, and I kind of had to think about it, because I've had experiences where people have been fake and have lied and have not been true friends to me. So when people do shady things, or there's like warning signs for me, I always pull myself back and kind of think about like, hey, what they said, or is it what they do? Was that like something that was a big sign, or was that something that was really not okay or something? So yeah, of course I have, and I'm still dealing with that till this day. I think everybody does deal with fake people. It's just reality. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy. I love you so, so much. Make sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and look at all my other social medias for future details. See you soon.